so much wrestling. Why does Tony Khan like 4.5 hour shows? I need a beverage. Need a delicious black cherry soda beverage. Oh, wow. I thought WrestleMania was a marathon. No. The newest marathon is going to an AEW show. Oh, hello folks, welcome back. For I'm the one, the only, I am a Hobo Tom. And unlike past videos where you've seen me fishing or on my boat or at boat shows or potentially fishing and making predictions, I actually went to a pro wrestling match. Recently, I went to the taping and I just realized it was a taping of Collision. Because they had the taping of Collision on a Wednesday. This video, spoiler alert, it's probably going to have spoilers in it. Primarily because I'll probably be putting this video up before Collision airs. Wow. That would be weird. So beware out there for spoilers. Yeah, I went up to Jacksonville, so catch these videos. Hello folks, welcome back. For I'm the one, the only, I am Hobo Tom. I'm in the weird light because mainly I'm on my way to Jacksonville. As you can tell by this map I'll show you. And that is because I'm also in a Young Buck shirt. That means I'm going to see AEW. Today is my day off. We're supposed to have a hurricane. It's not very hurricaney outside. I don't know why. The weatherman always lies to us because then they pass it back to the weekend. Hopefully next week I take my boat out again, do some, I don't know what I'm doing. It all depends. I know the seas are rough. Intercoastal's kind of choppy. But yep, I'm going to go up to Jacksonville, Daly's place. Hopefully they fix our plumbing issue they had the last time I was there. Not necessarily the best experience, but still a good experience nonetheless. But I'm going to go check out AEW Collision. I figure I have a day off, have truck, will travel. And also with Young Buck shirt, at least I'll look like a member of the fan crowd there. So I shall be posting my reactions probably tomorrow. I'll probably get all my Raw videos in. My commentary, I have all my stuff here. Well, my wallet, my camera, things like that. The map so I know where I'm going. But I shall see everyone later. You'll see. And this is the first time I'm making multiple videos on multiple devices. So hopefully I can figure something out. I'll talk to everyone later. Bye. Well, I'm here. Jacksonville. It's been a while since this place has seen my shadow. So there we go. Daly's place. There we go. Back here. There's the arena. Nice and early for a change. I got lucky. Jeez, I know I'm early. So if you look at that crowd behind me, it's like no one here. And this is their like super C shop. A little look. And kind of what's behind me. Furthest away from anything though. Can't be bad. Or could it be? Yep, and here's a little interactive map. Indiana Jones style. Dun da 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 dun da da dun da 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 dun da da dun dun. Yep, you know what? That's enough of the intro. You've seen the stuff. Let's get to pro wrestling. And in order for me to properly do that, hit my music. There we go. So I took a whole bunch of notes. So I found a notepad. I have pages of notes I took. Along with some videos. So hopefully this is going to take a while to edit. So hopefully I can get everything done in a somewhat timely fashion. Well, I cannot guarantee that. There are going to be several breaks during this, mainly for kind of natural reasons. So let's see here. Let's start off in our notes. I have my trusty reading glasses in case I need it. God knows I was reading in horrible light conditions. First thing, yeah. So this is AEW Collision taping, along with a lot of Ring of Honor stuff. Wait a second. There might have been more Ring of Honor than there was Collision. Is this Tony Khan's attempt to fool us? I have no idea. As you saw in the video, jeez, that place was empty. They couldn't give away tickets. As you'll see in the videos, moved, I think like 4 times, getting closer to the ring each time. And again, my little cheapo camera, so part of the editing is going to look absolutely god-awful, looking like some 5-year-old did it. That's because I'm using a relatively cheap camera that I needed to get. That, and I was kind of back. The lighting to watch in person was good. Probably for cameras, not so good. Maybe they do that on purpose. It's probably better if they do it on purpose, so that way I won't get a copyright strike. But yeah, that place was empty. I mean, I don't think they could give away tickets. It's a very much a Jacksonville crowd. Besides going to Orlando, Daytona Beach is its own unique crowd. Jacksonville, and I do not know if this is a Jacksonville thing or an AEW thing, but it's a very niche crowd. Yeah, and you know it's AEW because my Bucks of Youth shirt on. Yeah. You know they didn't show up. That's some pretty decent names there, though. But again, very Jacksonville crowd, and at least I remembered how to get there. Because God knows there was some idiot did something really stupid and said, Sports Complex, that's my exit. Thank goodness. They still haven't fixed the bathrooms though. And if this was a bigger event like Dynamite, granted they haven't been there in a while, and I haven't been there for any of their main shows, but if they don't get that one bathroom fixed, I mean, that's really going to be an issue. So I want to say it was the men's room. Because I know the last time I went there, the toilets overflowed because it was pouring rain. I don't know if they, and I don't know the exact mechanics, infrastructure of how it goes, but for whatever reason, whenever it rains a lot, the toilets always overflow. And I don't know if that's some interaction with the suit. Again, I don't know the infrastructure. I just know when it rains a lot, the men's room never works. So yeah, so the bathrooms are still broken. The ones I used were better, so they probably just had enough money to fix one, not the other. So that was that. They start off with a whole bunch of introductions. Oh, here we go. Yeah, not terrible. Not too bad though. Very empty though. Eventually this guy will sit down, I hope. There's a little intro here, I guess, with the AEW women. I don't know, nothing too special. I honestly don't even remember these people. Oh, this is from AEW Heels. I didn't even know that show was going on still. We love each other. We care about each other. We support each other. Can we just take a moment to realize how it is, how special. Only bad news is I'm literally right behind the speakers. I might move over there just to get out of the way of those speakers. We'll see.
AEW Heels family. Zero sickness and fun. Remember, you don't have to wear heels to join
So right now they just have a whole bunch of promos, I guess, going on for future shows. I have no idea. Largest gate in AEW history. I have no idea. At least it's not this gate. That's the largest. Oh, Ring of Honor. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Or was the introductions? I forget. Yeah, I think it was heels. It's either now or I'll figure out where it is in my video somewhere. But the first match, I mean, they started off with Ring of Honor. I don't know how they did. They fit 4 matches into half an hour. They had a bunch of wrestlers there. I don't think the WWE ever uses that many wrestlers in one show. Like, they might have them, like, wandering in the background or sitting at catering. Unless it's, like, again, the traditional Thanksgiving Food Fest, July 4th Food Fest. Things like that. Or if they have, like, again, the Royal Rumble. Survivor Series. They might have a lot. But man, there were a lot. I'll tell you what. For Ring of Honor, it's been a while, but I knew, like, a couple of them. Like, that there's jobbers McJobbers there. So the first match, we have Satnam Singh versus Gino someone.
Here we go.
There we go. One reason why I know is Gino someone is because he was literally there standing in the ring the whole time. Looked bored as anything. I mean, this was kind of your squash match. I mean, the best thing I can say about this match, Satnam Singh's chops are amazing sounding. Check out this video. Folks might be all she wrote. Yeah, I try to keep the videos short so that because I'm not too sure how security reacts, and honestly, it was just the one little guy that sat there. But they had producers wandering all over the place, though, at all times. And that's odd, because when I've been to WWE shows, like, I've never seen producers in the crowd. I've seen them kind of around ringside, which makes sense. I think when I had the one terrible seats, like, right behind the announce desk, I could saw a little bit of the production crew. But they weren't in the crowd, though. These guys were walking with headsets, tags, like, all over the place. So I don't know if... I mean, it just seemed rather excessive. But yeah, I mean, this was your standard squash match. A can of soup? Then we go on to Aaliyah versus Billy Sparks. And I'm like, that's Billy Kay. No, I was wrong. I don't know where Billy Kay is anymore. She was fun. I think she got married and has a kid or something now. I have no idea though. But yeah, so check out these entrances. Will they shake hands? Oh! So yeah, again, from this solid, it was an okay match. Aaliyah is very athletic, doing all the tumbling stuff. Obviously, heel face dynamic, very important. If I can figure out who the heel and face is in the first couple of minutes, or first minute, that's a good sign, because at least I know who to cheer for. I know who to boo. I can appreciate that as a wrestling fan. Starks is clearly the heel. Most parts start off very basic. And then it got better. I mean, Billy Sparks won. She got booed. She took in the boos. Good for her. I mean, nothing special though. Kind of a ham sandwich match. And then we start the 6-man things. Yeah, that's the right order. So this is actually pretty cool. It was the Outrunners with Dalton Castle, and the boys were there. Versus, I've no idea. I don't even think they gave them a team name or introduced them. It was just like 3 guys off the street in wrestling tights. this match did absolutely nothing. I mean, besides the Outrunners, they're athletic. They have great combos, great chain wrestling. Besides that one sequence and Dalton Castle getting in there for, I think, his return, because I know he's coming off injury. I don't know if this was his official return. He did have all the fanfare, though. So, I mean, you know who won. And it's not the three guys off the street. It was the Outrunners and Dalton Castle. It stirred no emotion in me. I had no idea who these people are. The Outrunners and Dalton Castle should beat anyone like that. I could have stepped in the ring and at least I would have said, "My name is Hobo Tom." I would have introduced myself. They would say, "Oh, well, Hobo Tom ate the pin at least." Say, but they remembered my name. Yeah, so check out their stuff. And to be honest, again, this match did absolutely nothing. It made me said I should have gone to the bathroom. Can of soup match. So next, you have Blake Christian and Jackson versus Bring On the Funk, Bring On the Funk, Willie Mack. The one thing that got me excited about this card is that I saw a lot of people from Lucha Underground. Johnny Mundo, Ty Valkyrie, and Willie Mack were there. Again, of Lucha Underground fame. Yeah, it was Willie Mack and someone. I have no idea who it was. Again, I remember Willie Mack from Lucha Underground. It's good to see that. I mean, it was a solid tag team match. At least the heels acted like heels. Again, very classic. Again, good athleticism by all involved. I mean, kind of a solid match. It was good. It was enjoyable. This is what a pro wrestling match should be. It could have gone a little bit longer, I think. I think I was very generous because when you see two matches and one meh match, anything can be better. So, but yeah, solid stuff going on.
There we go. Doing something good, that's good.
That, and I found that fan. You know who I'm talking about. There's always that one fan that is way too enthusiastic. Willie Mack is not terrible. Willie Mack does not suck at wrestling. Willie Mack is a tremendous talent in the ring. He should be cheered for, not booed unless he does heel stuff. That guy just wanted to get his voice heard. And to that fan, you, sir, were that fan. But yeah, overall, I mean, that was a good, solid match. Cheeseburger match. Then, let's see here. God, this was another terrible match. When do these matches get good? Wait a second. That is a darn good... Oh, wow, that's the opening? Oh, jeez. No, that was the opening. Okay. Yeah. So, again, this was kind of another match that showed up. The Frat Boys. I do like their antics. I do like the fact that they're definite heels. They're doing all the classical heel stuff. Jacksonville sucks. We're glad we go to our own frat house at the end of this. The women in Jacksonville are ugly. All the traditional heel lines. So that was good to see. Versus Serpentico, Angelico, and Nasty.
Smoking, including e-cigarettes, abuse of drugs or alcohol, obscene or offensive gestures, signage, or clothing, including the use of such language or gestures concerning a person's race, ethnicity, color, gender, religion, creed, disability, age, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, or national origin, or to instigate, incite, or encourage a confrontation or physical assault. Interference with progress of the show, including throwing objects onto or entering the ring. Failing to follow the instructions of law enforcement, guest services, and security personnel. Any conduct deemed inappropriate or dangerous to fans, talent, or staff.
I'm not the only one recording.
Damaging
This is
venue or
hilarious.
personal property. Staff will promptly intervene to support an environment where all guests can enjoy the event free from the aforementioned behavior.
Oh, it's pretty
Guests
cool.
who
During
violate
this,
this banned code of conduct will be
actually
subject
doing
to
all the
ejection
ring work.
without refund and potential loss of the ability to attend future events. Caution. If you have a seat on the floor, you are at risk of being struck by persons, objects, barricades, and other items. Please be aware of the actions you are watching and move out of the way of someone or some things coming your way. By standing in this area, you assume all risks of injury to yourself and your partner. Thank
That's
you
pretty
very
cool.
much
Isn't that
and
ring
enjoy
change
the
pretty
show.
quickly? Number one, we got the other ace on.
To vindication.
You got pretty freaking quick. right there. Look at how quickly they literally changed that ring. That's pretty cool. That does answer C.B. Richards' question. How many aprons they have? AEW at least has 2.
Jacksonville! Welcome to AEW Collision Homecoming! It is so good to be back here in Daly's Place with all of you. You guys got to see a little bit of Ring of Honor first, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't go anywhere because after Collision, we have more Ring of Honor action. You guys are going to have a fantastic night tonight.
I hope it's a good
Will
dark
anyone
match.
be our last night for Title Tuesday? Oh, you guys are good. Thankfully, Darby Allin did not burn down the Daily Place with his Molotov cocktail. But we will be here tonight with all of you. All right, you guys. Before we get things going here with Collision,
last night in 2 matches. So we're not leaving here tonight until we get a win. Fans, tell them why. My name is Preston Vance, and I'll be your tailgate captain for the evening. And there's only one rule. Win or lose, we boo!
Goodness, this is Lucha Underground 2.0.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh my God, that's so too local.
To be coming home.
Ned. Nasty Ned should have been Hobo Tom. Nasty Ned was some jobber McJobber that they found off the street, living underneath a bridge, and say, hey, you want to earn $50 today, buddy? Go in there and make everyone else shine, except for yourself. Now I know how long a pro wrestling match should be, and I was looking at my watch every so often. Again, you can see a nice tan line where my watch normally is. I'm looking at my watch, I'm like, darn, they gotta start this pretty quickly. I know it's a taping, so they can do a lot of editing, finagling, but you know what? They didn't give this match enough time. Fat Boys could have done more. They could have really highlighted at least Angelico. Again, lucha, lucha. Ole, 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 lucha, underground, LU. So check out this stuff. Nasty Ned got in way too much offense too. Just too quick. It did absolutely nothing for anyone. It just showed that they can take someone off the street, put them in tights, have them wrestle. Yeah. Can a suit match. And the reason I'm coming back from break is finally it's time for the main show. AEW, AEW, AEW. And I will say this, a lot of people poo-poo AEW as a television product, and I do kind of agree with it. It is something to see it live, though. If you ever, I'm almost scared to say this coming out of my mouth, but even if you go to a bad wrestling show, it's better to see a bad wrestling show live, because there will always be some moments there. Versus seeing a bad wrestling show on TV, where it's just where you can just go click, click, not watching this, click, click. So yeah, so there is a big difference in seeing a bad wrestling show live. At least there's crowd interaction. Again, there is that fan for some humor. Producers walking around like people. The other thing I noticed is they were moving people to the front so that it can seem full. Trust me, only the back section for the Ring of Honor section, and right underneath the hard camera in the very front rows, where you do have to pay a pretty price to sit, were full. Where I was sitting, no one was there, and they didn't fill up the top 2 tiers. And here is the Hobo Cat, because, geez, Hobo Cat, what is your opinion about AEW wrestling? Oh, ouch. She obviously didn't appreciate me going to the show and leaving her alone for 4.5 long hours. But yeah, so again, you have a little bit about I'll tell you what, that Stevie Richards, I think in watching the Stevie Richards podcast, said, I have no idea. They had like 3 canvases on that mat, and they changed them, bam. I'll say 10 minutes at most. So yeah, they're good and quick. Again, you can start the AEW stuff.
city of Jacksonville. I can tell we're going to have a good time here tonight, and we are going to have a great show. It'll be airing on Saturday. You're all going to be on the show. You're also going to be watching at home. You'll be in two places at once. It's a lot like my favorite movie, Time Cop. These are the smartest wrestling fans in America. When we get done with Collision, because it's a home game and because we wanted to do a throwback to the year plus we spent here, there's no more AEW Dark, but did anybody ever come to the AEW Dark show? Well, I really love wrestling, so when we get done, there's no more AEW Dark, but I announced here in this ring 3 years ago that I bought Ring of Honor. So when we get done, I'm going to film Ring of Honor matches all night. If you want to stay, you're welcome to stay. Don't go anywhere. You get a lot of good wrestling, and you're about to see the best wrestling on television. Some of the biggest stars in the world are ready to wrestle for you right now. Let's start AEW Collision. Let's go. Let's get going.
Welcome to Red Bitches.
Is that Wendy too?
Collision with madness. Look to the skies! His name is Brock Lesnar. Julia, Terry, Star, big stack that he is not leaving without your asses on my foot. Well, there is no 3 triangles that I'm not able to miss. Then we have a date at Wrestle Dream.
Max, Anthony, y'all two can't get on the same page. Well, let us help you out with that, because tonight you're both getting your skulls cracked. Crack! Big Bill, Brian, Keith, you are looking right in here, and this you are looking right. Professional wrestling. See, I'm not going to do this with you. You idiot. You don't want to do everything I'm telling you in the ring. Everything's about you. So shut up and get out of my face. Get out of here. God,
Let's sing this guy. This alliance between FTR, Megan Ford, and Megan Bailey has made off.
And these bad bitches are gonna make you bow down.
Top gods out.
Yes, tonight, yes, we will we taking flight tonight for the first time in Jacksonville, baby.
FTR many names. Right now, I'm gonna be in the Jaguars now. Later on, you're gonna be in the Lions Den.
Cause it's still top guys down and just be based up.
Some fan, not that fan, but another that fan, called the poor ring announcer girl a street girl from Jacksonville. Or was that some heel? I heard that and I almost broke out laughing. So, our first official match of AEW Collision, we had Toni Storm, Harley Cameron, and Chris Statlander versus the Triangle of Madness. Yeah, whatever. couple notes. You know, this is an interesting show, and one of the things I noticed, ladies, if you are a woman and you are wearing a thong, why bother wearing an open-fronted miniskirt? It did not leave much to the imagination besides just seeing a black stripe where things would be pixelated out. I'll say that. If that's the one thing I noticed. Well, no, I noticed a bunch of things, though. Again, why wear a miniskirt if you show your thong anyway? Some good stuff going on. Again, some tension between Toni Storm and Chris Statlander. The heels did their heel work. Again, decent stuff. I know who the heels are. I know who the faces are. There's tension with the faces. Someone wants the titles for a face versus face matchup. Maybe a face turn in the future. So again, good stuff. I do like the mud hole stomps by Toni Storm. Those just kind of a throwback. And then there was the Luthez press. She was definitely channeling her inner.
WrestleMania.
Cold Steve Austin, I think. Again, kind of ended with a tension between Chris Statlander. The heels won. Triangle of Madness won. It was a good match. I poo-pooed it a lot, but again, it was athletic. The heel face dynamics, they all got their spots in. It was fun. People were going crazy because Toni Storm was there and Chris Statlander. Ooh, what's gonna happen? When you get that moment where you're like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I should watch this next week. I have to say, it's a cheeseburger match. And then, and probably like the weird match, we had Kota Ibushi versus Josh Alexander. Now this feels like a TNA match, because I know Josh Alexander from TNA had a very distinct style. He and Kota Ibushi matched up really well, so you have that TNA kind of style versus the New Japan Pro Wrestling strong style. So it felt like that nice kind of in-between merger of that. Again, big kicks. No, I forget if commentary was there, but yeah, there were some things going on. Again, the heel Don Callis, always good to hear. There was a couple big apron spots that were impressive.
World right here in Jacksonville. We're going to get the show going again. Ladies and gentlemen, AEW! AEW! AEW!
The one apron spot, though, which really went afoul, and you saw it. Josh Alexander and Kota Ibushi were on the top rope, jockeying for position. Josh Alexander puts Kota Ibushi on his shoulders, like looking to do like a Death Valley driver or C-Force onto the ring apron, or possibly the ground. The thing is, something happened with the balance, and it was a kind of sticky night, and they did have the moisture blower, so I don't know what happened, but they both fell off the top rope. And you're like, oh my god. You're like, that was ugly. And it was ugly. It was a horrible spot. Kota Ibushi came from New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan Pro Wrestling is known for dropping wrestlers on the back of their neck. Kota Ibushi had many injuries that he's recovering from because he left New Japan Pro Wrestling. A little bit easier schedule, a little bit less on the bump card. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I hate to say it, but Kota Ibushi just filled up his bump card. I don't know what happened because it was mainly on the outside. He took an awkward fall to the floor. And that's coming off the top rope on top of someone's shoulders. So that's 5 feet, 10, 12 feet. Tack on another 2 feet. Probably 3 for the. I forget if it was a second rope or top rope spot. But say, yeah, that's a. I mean, I don't know the exact mathematics of it, but I'll say it's a solid 16-foot drop. That has potential if you do not do things super correctly to be very bad. And this ended very bad. And the fact that when the referee talked to both Josh Alexander, Don Callis, the ring doctor, and some producer, everyone literally besides the doctor got away from him, sent Josh Alexander in the ring, and this might be the first time in a long time this happened, but the referee went 1, he went 2, 3, 4, wait a second, do you see a pattern happening? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We had a count out in an AEW match, and that was probably just the way to end the match. I don't know if Josh Alexander was going to win or not, but I'll tell you what, this falls under that 3% botch rule. I think someone once mathematically did think about professional wrestling. 3% of the time, so out of 100 matches, 3 matches are not going to end the way they're supposed to end. It's called the 3% botch rule. Something happens, a freak thing. Last time I saw it, and I'm sure it's happened more often than not, maybe because I haven't seen it, but I remember Neville broke his ankle on a routine rope running spot, and yeah, that's it. You saw his ankle snap, you heard it snap on TV. Stuff happens. That did not go the way that match was planned. Everyone looked totally confused. At least here, the referee said, okay, well, we have to end this. We're going to have you go over, and we'll just give you the 10 count. So, yeah. From what I heard from other reports, it was a broken leg. Initially, I thought it was something with his head because the EMTs actually did come out. Initially, they didn't stretcher him out because they were carrying the board, but he kind of hobbled off, and I guess you couldn't see because the whole thing went dark. There was a whole run-in and the whole thing, and literally they were scrambling to figure out what to do to fill that time. Kenny Omega, the one guy from the Don Callis family, kind of started to just hover over Kota Ibushi, never hitting him, which is a smart thing. Then Kenny Omega comes out with a trash can, throws that around, clears house. Again, what you expect Kenny Omega to do. But all I know is that literally after that, the lights went dark. It was like a weird 5-minute pause. And you just see 2 figures carrying a 3rd figure in the middle with a towel over his head. Guessing that's Kota Ibushi. I mean, if you have a broken leg, you don't, depending how bad it is and where it is, if you put an air cast on it right away, and by no means am I a medic, but if someone says, hey, at least let me put this air cast on and carry me out, that probably mentally makes you feel a little bit better. Tony Khan did come out and thank the crowd for being respectful, which is, then you know something bad happens. But overall, I mean, it was a great match up to that point until they started to do stupid stuff. And again, if you know you've been injured before, why would you risk it for a glorified house show or like the D show on TV? Still, overall, a good match. Cheeseburger match. Then we had, let's see here, Brian Keith And Big Bill versus The Acclaim. Yeah. What?
AEW. Oh, wow. That's not a good sign. This could have been a good thing. The Bounty Hunter, Brian Keith.
So The Acclaim, they're kind of at odds at each other. Kind of like Hobo Tom and Diamondback Jack Maverick were and are sometimes in the Daytona Beach Bumfight League. Matt Caster did not come out and do his rap. I was disappointed. Kind of a good match. Again, you have the big guy match. The best... I'll tell you what, The Acclaim is so good when doing heel tactics, just like the boink, eye gouge. That's so good. The eye gouge into the famouser. If you're going to do anything fun like that, awesome.
Crowd wanted them to scissor. That was not happening though. Let me give you about 30 seconds of this match. Not too bad. Big Bill is getting cheered for out of everyone in this match. That's amazing.
Yeah, there were some botches in this match. My fear was that this whole show is going to be featured on Botchamania. Big Bill got his stuff in. People were chanting one more time, and he's like, "Yeah!" So you can see that. It's like, Sesame, which was one of their cool things. That and the rap. At least it got the crowd involved. Again, Caster and his partner, I forget his name now, because I know he was also in Lucha Underground. Wait a second. I see a theme occurring. Indeed. So yeah, solid match. The Acclaim won. Finally, a ham sandwich of a match though. Then we had Tay J or Tay J versus someone, Ellie and Carolyn Cruz. Again, two women they took off the street, say, "Hey, you two have sparkly bikinis. We're gonna feature you in a wrestling show."
Tay J.
Again, this was a quick match. It wasn't that good of a match.
I got the right moments. That's it.
Well, Tay J does know her judo a little bit. Got that in, some kicks. Anna Jay, solid. Oh my goodness, there was a lot of jiggle in that ring. And you know where that jiggle comes from. But yeah, I mean, besides a jiggle factor, this match was a can of soup. Let's see here. This goes on forever. Jeez, I might have to take another break soon. Oh, this is the match that I kind of skipped. No, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. FTR. They had that match for that? Wow. Yeah, because this was kind of led into the main event. So you have MTV versus Los Facción Ingobernables, also in New Japan known as Los Ingobernables de Japan.
Johnny Mundo. Highest Valkyrie.
You mouth-breathing, grotesque sweathogs, shut up! Now, last week the Don Callis family answered the first ever MXMTV casting call. And much like all of you trying to win the love and respect of your parents, they failed. But on the bright side, it means the casting call continues tonight. So, any combination of MXMTV versus any combination of anyone in the back. Now, where is that street-walking announcer? Oh, honey, a little early to be dressing up for Halloween. Why don't you go ahead and tell us who we're beating tonight? Then you can get on your broomstick and fly away.
The following is a trios contest. And your opponents are...
This should be fun. Damn, this highest levels are great ass.
And you are not going to see any action in this match because at this time I figured, these are some well-known people. You know, in MTV had Mansur, Johnny Mundo, Taya Valkyrie. You had Los Ingobernables, Sammy Guevara, bitch. Roosh, Taurus, and one other guy. I forget his name. But yeah, I figured, this match is going to last a while. It's a 6-man. No, it didn't. I went to the bathroom, and I didn't get anything. I just knew that Los Ingobernables won. Came back, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, huh? That was weird. If it's that short where I'm going to the bathroom and the match is over, it's a can of soup. And then in the main event for AEW Collision, you have Eddie Kingston. Crowd goes absolutely bonkers. Eddie. Versus Taurus.
Holy crap! I want to take the fun. Time to bring me to go to the bathroom. Oh, thank God. Here comes Eddie Kingston.
Taking his
at this time, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's cool. I'm looking at my watch saying, oh, I'm going to get out of here at 10:30. They'll have a dark match or two. Some I hate to say it, but some real star will come out. And yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah, no, this was a very brawlerish match.
Aftermatch action. Shibata. Well, it sets up a 6-man at least. Oh, Shibata takes off fifth first.
Ended with Eddie Kingston spinning back fist. I mean, that's all that happened. I can't even describe what else happened because that was it. I mean, if that's all that happens, this match is a can of soup. So now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, now we are back to Ring of Honor. And I'll be honest, this should have been the main event. Because this was a mixed tag team, which was actually, I don't know why this was like the opening for the Ring of Honor TV show. This should have been the freaking main event. This is the other thing that AEW has a really big issue with, is match order and what's going to be the best match. That Eddie Kingston Taurus match, that would have been a good lead into the main event. This should have been the main event for Collision, not the opening for Ring of Honor. They might change it though. And they might even take out that Kota Ibushi match because you do not want to see your star on TV get his leg broken. That is no bueno. So yeah, but yeah, we get FTR and Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne is absolutely tall. Like, literally, she might legitimately be 6'6". And, because I'll tell you what, what's her face? Penelope Ford. I almost called her Penelope Pitstop. Penelope Ford looks absolutely tiny, but much bustier in comparison. They took on Jet Speed and Alone Nightingale.
To be home at Daly's Place. What a night this has been. And you guys, right now, it is time for your main event. So let's end this. Let's show me how incredibly you sound. Let me hear you. All of you. Ready?
head taller than Penelope Ford.
I mean, they actually let them go for a while. This was good. You have to let FTR wrestle an FTR match. This was a fun match. It was good. There was good dynamics. Oh, this woman's tall enough. Very in a China-esque moment. Yeah, she can slap Speedball Mike Bailey around. That's not gonna hurt him. She's freaking a foot, like, if not a foot, at least 6 or 7 inches taller than he is. Yeah, I don't see that. I would see Willow not afraid to beat on Cash Wild. Yeah! Yeah! But yeah, I mean, it was good. And FTR is so good. They are so smooth in the ring. Again, match order, match order, match order, and match selection. This is what Tony Khan, I think, fails to understand. This was fun and entertaining.
by Willow.
This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome! This is
And everything.
Speedball Mike Bailey's fast on his feet, very martial artist. Again, traditional women wrestlers between Megan Bain and Willow Nightingale. FCR, traditional wrestlers. They're the revival. No flips, just fists. So this match had everything. This should have been the main event, but someone said this would be a great show to open up Ring of Honor with. Yeah, this was the match of the night. I figured, you know what? Because this was a surf and turf match. But no, I'm like, that's great. It's 10:30. Get home before midnight. Cruising down 95, get myself a sandwich. No, there was more. I'm like, okay, It did whet my appetite, and that's probably why I gave it a surf and turf. I'm like, well, if this is how they open Ring of Honor, what's going to happen next? I'll tell you what. Nothing. Almost nothing. Let's see here. Well, with the exception of kind of the end. What pages do I have? Jeez, they packed a lot. I'll tell you what, at least you got your money's worth. So then they had Josh Woods versus... Can't even read my handwriting at this point. Someone. Again, Josh Woods. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Josh Woods versus Shibata. How dare I say, who is this? So Shibata was there.
Overall, hoping it gets well very soon. You all have a good time? Yeah. Awesome. I have some very good news. Since you're all such hardcore wrestling fans, since this is such great wrestling territory, a lot of the best wrestlers in the world are in the back and they haven't even come out here yet. There are some top stars, and let me tell you something about this amphitheater. It really brings the best out of people. There are so many wrestlers lined up who came to me today and said, I really want to wrestle in Daly's place tonight. Please, please put me on the show. I would kill to wrestle in front of these fans. There are people that have wrestled in Daly's place many times, dozens of times, that asked me to wrestle tonight on this Ring of Honor show. And there are a lot of people that are going to be out here tonight that have never wrestled in front of you in Daly's place. But before we get started, I wanted to thank all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. This is, of course, a great sports town. There is only one sport that goes 52 weeks a year with no off-season: professional wrestling. It is only possible because of the women and men in the back. Let's give it up, first of all, to the wrestlers. And let's give it up also to the women and men in the truck and around the ring. Let's give it up to the crew. to go. We're moments away from getting started. We've got the Ring of Honor ring announcer, Mr. Bobby Cruz here. Bobby? Tony? Bobby, how many years have you been working in ROH now?
In 3 weeks, Tony, I will hit 21 years with Ring of Honor. And Tony, after the big win Monday night, Jaguars covers.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bob. Well, Bobby, it's really impressive to spend over 20 years working there. I think that's fantastic. I'm really proud we've been able to keep the tradition of ROH alive. Some of the best wrestling in the entire world is happening this year in ROH. And we got more great wrestling right now. Bobby, let's get it started.
I'll tell you what, this was a very classic match. It started off very technical, which is good. I do like to see a change in pace a little bit. But then it was also very quick. Don't mind me by quick. Once Josh Woods got a little offense in, very technical offense versus more of the striking of Shibata. Yeah, Shibata just waylaid on the guy. Very, very New Japanish for Shibata, which makes sense because that's the style that he's been used to. Now, I think don't think he can wrestle in New Japan. He was never cleared up after his head injury. So, but yeah, I mean, and then once Shibata took over, that's it. I think this match, I think I was a little tough on this match. Mainly because I'm like, this is following up FTR. So I was kind of shocked about that. But yeah, obviously Josh Woods is a very competent wrestler. I'm going to go a little bit higher. Because it was technical based. Solid match. I mean, I think the only reason I did that is because it was getting late too. Keep it. You know what? I'll stay with my initial rating because even though it's very technical, it's all stuff that I could do in the ring too. Put me in jean shorts and a t-shirt and call me a Hobo Tom. But I could have that match too though. This would be a grilled cheese and a ham sandwich. Not quite a not really a hamburger match or cheeseburger match. A step above a ham sandwich though. It's like they put some cheese on there and grill it up. Some nice chips and a pickle slice. But it's still unfortunately a ham sandwich. The next match, they had the Workhorsemen versus Shane Taylor Productions.
The
And this is where I'm like, okay. This is definitely a Ring of Honor match. The Workhorsemen, again, not kind of fond of their name. And Bear. Solid match. I'll tell you what, it was a solid match. Again, the reason why I gave it what it did is because, one, it was quick. It was a solid match. They didn't do anything really spectacular. They did what they did, and it was good. You also knew there was a very distinct heel-face dynamic there. Again, maybe the thing is, and I know I have to be careful of this, if you have a really good match, every match that doesn't seem up to par seems a lot less. Again, the big chops, good tag team work.
LIJ just showed up.
Bad man, rumble.
I mean, the rolling belly to belly was good. The Shane Taylor team had a cheat to win. Very heelish, did a lot of triple teaming. Actually, it was a fun match. This one I am going to upgrade to what I initially wrote down. It was just entertaining. I think what got me at the time is like, yeah, you're sitting there for a long time and you're like, okay, it's now 11 o'clock. Okay, then this is the main event. Wait a second. So I'm going to upgrade this. I'll be fair to both teams. This was a good cheeseburger match. And then I'm like, okay, we're going to have something good. Because then we had a classic Ring of Honor match. We had SCU and the guy from 2.0 versus the Kingdom. This is an old school ROH match.
Christopher Daniels in top flight. Sky flight. So Scorpio Sky is still around. That's a good thing to see, I guess. Oh, it's Layla Gray. That's what my team figured out. Large emotion going from AEW to ROH.
Let's
And being the person I am that likes the old school style, the rock and wrestling, not so much the ruthless aggression, but right after rock and wrestling with Stone Cold Steve Austin. All that wrestling before it became too hype, before it became too, how can I say it was too corporate for rock and wrestling? But there's that certain vibe you get from like watching a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus a Macho, ooh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage, yeah, match. Or, woo, Ric Flair versus woo, Surfer Sting. There's just that feel to it, and this match had that feel. It was old school, back to the school, good, solid pro wrestling with everything that you would expect. And the action was good. The back and forth is good. All that was amazing. Wait a second, there is one more. Oh, jeez. There is a lot there. But yeah, solid match, fun. This was a cheeseburger match. And again, it just felt like a classic Ring of Honor main event. I'm like, oh, good, 11:30. Excellent. No! Then we had the Premier Athletes versus the grizzled young veterans.
Not only are we returning to the West City in Florida, but I would also prepare to return the following chapter has used to be. But it's not just the present, because tonight is the Jacksonville debut of Storyline! 6'6", undefeated, and she's a D1 athlete, which stands for Division 1, and it has nothing to do with the 3D Doritos your fat, soggy hands for dividend for breakfast. So I need you to the greatest athletes to step foot in this building around the world. And when I say athletes, you say normal, nothing else.
This was actually pretty decent. I do like the fact that there was a lot of double teaming. There was a good tag team dynamic in this match.
There we go, getting ever closer. As the night wears on, it's closer and closer.
Again, a lot of it was good. Again, the premier athletes, they know what they can do. The grizzled young veterans, also, they know their role, and it was fun. The mud hole stomps. Whenever you get the mud hole stomps involved, it does throw you back to the Stone Cold Steve Austin. It looked absolutely terrible, but everyone cheered for that. It was a solid match. I mean, the only thing I can say is that this was really short. It very much had a very structured match set. You had heel interference. I think the premier athletes did win, of course, because of whatever what's-his-face did, even with a broken arm. But yeah, solid match. The two women got involved a little bit. Nothing tremendous, but you know what? I think at this point, I wrote down ham sandwich, and I think that's because I was starting to look at my watch saying, when the hell is this show going to end? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to upgrade this match to cheeseburger match. It's your only... What the heck? Okay, that was the women's match. The hell is the main event? How many more do I have? Is that the main event? Oh no, there we go. The end is in sight, folks. So then we had Robin Renegade and Taya Valkyrie taking on Yuka, whoever, and Alexa Winter. Taya Valkyrie looks absolutely amazing. Robin Revenge is absolutely gorgeous. Yuka does look like a tiny schoolgirl. And Alex Winter, meh. Not bad.
Tag team matches of the one fall and 20-minute power limit. Introducing first wrestling out of Dayton, Ohio, Robin Renegade. Her partner, wrestling out of Victoria, British Columbia. She is representing XMT, Taya Valkyrie.
I mean, the one thing that I take away is that Yuka Sakazawa, like, her head barely reaches the turnbuckle. And she is tiny, thin, and frail. And my thought was, I'm like, they have Britt Baker sitting at home. And I thought Britt Baker was skinny. At least this woman comes on in a costume, and the costume fills out more than Britt Baker did. Other than that, it's very hard to say. Ty Valkyrie is so good. She knows exactly what she's doing. Robin Renegade, I think I've seen her before. Solid work. Again, just kind of like taunting Yuka, tossing her around as she should be. Nice and light. Alexa Winter would come in and make the save every so often. Overall, just a kind of decent match. I mean, nothing spectacular happened. Tyler Valkyrian, I think Robin Renegade ate the pin. Yuka and What's-Her-Face won. They were happy. Nothing I couldn't have done in the ring. Ham sandwich match. Next we had Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk. Everyone dies. Versus Hechicero versus OXP and Orion.
Moving ground match featuring Commander as he goes after pure champion Tiger Style Lee Moriarty of Shane Taylor Promotions. That's coming in a big 6-man tag team match coming up soon to take us home. And as TK mentioned earlier, be sure to check out Honor Club and watch ROH.com and the Honor. This tag team match, it is set for one fall in 20-minute time limit. He's on the way for 287 pounds, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
I think I was sitting next to or near OXP's wife and or girlfriend. She was the only one cheering for him. Everyone just said one more time whenever Hechicero or Lance Archer did something. I mean, this is just a tag team squash match. Old school move, the Mexican surfboard. Ouch. Although I was very happy because I did see the Mexican surfboard. Oh, that used to be my favorite move when I was a kid, the Mexican surfboard. So I got busted out. Lance Archer destroyed one of them. put his foot on. I think put his foot on his chest, or no. I think Echichero made the one guy tap out. So yeah, Echichero and Lance Archer wins. A squash match. Only because I saw the Mexican surfboard, I'll give this match a ham sandwich. Okay, now we have what I thought was the last match, but obviously it wasn't. Versus who? I don't even know who that was. Yeah, this just like went on forever. So the next match we had Jay Lethal, Tommy Billington, the son of the Dynamite Kid, and someone, and Priest versus, that's right, the Dark Order.
This is the six-man tag team match. Just a 1 ball, 20-minute timer. Either one first. Let's have it into this. Let's get a gold one. Winning Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington. And let's get a Battleground, Alabama, Adam Priest.
Join the Dark Order.
Holy crap! How long is this show gonna be?
John Cena, Alex Reynolds, Evil Buddha, The Order.
The only thing I can say is that by this time, I just really wanted to go to bed. Oh, I still have to get to that match. 2 more matches, wow. See if I can time this. So I just said I wanted to leave. It was good to... The fact is that I've seen all these people now in Ring of Honor, and I can say I've seen them, or Lucha Underground, or TNA. So that was a big thing. A relatively quick match. Yeah, there was those feel-good moments, though, especially with Jay Lethal.
And it is set for one.
Again, Jay Lethal, Tommy Billington, I mean, spitting image of his pops. God rest the original Dynamite Kid. He has his whole face and the hair literally looks Like if you made the Dynamite Kid look like 25, even though when the Dynamite Kid was 25, he looked like he was 45. At least his son, who was probably younger, looks age appropriate. At least in the face, the hair's the same. Those Hart family genetics are amazing. But yeah, solid match. I mean, what can I say? I felt kind of happy. Nothing spectacular happened. There were some good moments. Again, John Silver's great. Evil Uno's good. They're all great characters. Jay Lethal, Tommy Billington, and Priest won, though. I'll say a cheeseburger match. And then, what I thought was going to be the last match. It wasn't. It was for a Earn Your Shot championship between Commander and Lee Moriarty.
Pure Wrestling Championship, Super One with 10 minutes time limit. Introducing first, the opponent of the upper half. Ripped out by a new star, come on, this is Mexico. Weighing 76 kilos, Commander. His opponent, Wrestler of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing 191 pounds. He is the Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion, representing Shane Taylor Promotions, Pakistan, Lee Moriarty.
I think for the Pure Rules champion, they have the Pure Rules. Good stuff. I mean, the thing I do like about the Pure Rules, it does harken back to kind of world, what do they call it? World of Pro Wrestling style, very British, very technical, a lot of technical moves. I mean, it was fun though. I mean, it was so quiet though. Like for this match, people were like probably falling asleep.
That is rope break number 1, used by Lee Moriarty.
Which really doesn't do the match justice. I mean, Commander's good. Lee Moriarty, they had the rope breaks involved. Hey, this is your second rope break. That's it. It went to a time limit draw. So in that case, Commander does get a shot at the belt. The only thing is they could have done this a lot quicker. And again, put it first so it didn't feel like it went actually 10 minutes. I don't even think it did go 10 minutes. They just like announced various times, as far as I know. It was a time limit draw. Solid match. Cheeseburger match. Let's see if I can squeeze this in here. Last match of the night. We had the Death Riders versus, and I do need my glasses for this, I have no idea. I just know it's the Death Riders. It was Shannon Baszler and Yuta versus someone and someone. I just wanted to freaking leave. I can't even read my handwriting after a while. So yeah, it was whoever that was. I'll tell you what, the only thing I put down.
All day 20 minutes time limit. Team number 1 on Helica, Rick and Aaron Solo.
You can definitely tell she knows judo. I mean, check out the entrances. I mean, this was just a glorified match to get to the next point. Really, Yuta got in some offense. Maria Shafir, again, looks like she knows judo, and that's really about it. Her wrestling psychology is not great still. I do forget who was though. Again, you saw them in the entrances. By this point, it was literally like the match started at 11:55 and was over at midnight. So yeah, it was a quick match. Again, you saw some of the action. I didn't even care about that match. Can of soup. The only thing I remember about this match is that my wallet fell out of my pants when I got in my seat, because they do have new seats, which is nice to see that they upgraded things. But I went to the bathroom, realized that, oh, wait a second, my wallet's missing. I went back to my seat. Orange Cassidy and his group were there, talking smack, whatever. Tony Khan came out, said his thank yous, and they're not going to be at the Daily's place for a while. So hopefully this video does not get copyright zonked. I would like to thank everyone for sticking through this entire video. Again, spoiler alert. Yeah, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I need to get some sleep. I hope. Maybe.